Light in the room, it was you who was standing there. Tried, it was true, as your glance met my stare. But your heart drifted off like the land slipped by sea. I tried to go, to follow, to kneel down at your feet. I'll run, I'll run, I'll run, run to you. I'll run, I'll run, I'll run, run to you. I've been settling scores, I've been fighting so long, but I've lost your war, and our kingdom is gone. How shall I win back your heart, which was mine? I have broken bones and tattered clothes. I've run out of time. I'll run, I'll us. And we all can sing together. Cause the circle never ends. Circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting. If we try, Lord, if we try. I was born down in the valley where the sun refused to shine. Lord, I'm climbing up to the highland. Wanna make them mountain mine. Circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Good evening. We have two songs for you this evening. The first one is called Take the Stairs. And this is a piece that I selected because it's something that I needed to work on. And that is something called mixed, or seven, in this case, 7/8 meter. Most songs go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we start waltzing, and that's how most music works, either duple time or triple time. Well, this song is something that made me really uncomfortable at first, but they've got it down so well that it's now pretty easy for us. It's in 7/8 time signature. So you'll sort of get a feel for this as we get into the piece. But it's called Take the Stairs, and they performed this at Darien Lake last week, or what was it, the 17th of May, something like that, 12 days ago, I guess. And boy, I sure hope they didn't hit their prime then, because they were sharp and they were tight, and it sounded fantastic. We've had a little bit of time to let it marinate now, so hopefully today's really our A game, but it was good last week. 12 days ago also. The second piece we're going to play is probably an all-time favorite of any junior high group, of any song that we've ever played. It's called Arabian Dances, and I'm sure that you will get into the spirit of things when you hear that. So Take the Stairs, and then Arabian Dances.
Now is a traditional chant sung of master canoe builders calling for all the people to retreat down from the mountain to the ocean side, so that canoes can be built. All meaning, never give up, strive to do their best, to work together and accomplish
Our next song is Forever Country. We performed this at Cabaret this year and we enjoyed it so much that we were looking forward to doing it again for you. We don't have solos in it this time, so we'll just sing it through, but we hope you enjoy Forever Country.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. If I should have stayed, I would be in your hands. So I'll go, yet I know I'll think the sea tastes the steps like the west. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Our final song is Eye of the Tiger. We had a wonderful opportunity to go to Darien Lake a couple weeks ago, and we performed just in front of a couple judges, and then we played in the park for the rest of the day. The bands and the choruses both were ranked outstanding, which was wonderful for our first time going. And we got some really great comments. And this was just one of the pieces we took to kind of have fun while we were there. So we hope you enjoyed. Please sing along if you know Eye of the Tiger.
Passing up, back on the streets. Took my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts to spray in the night. And he's marching us all with the eye of the tiger. It's the face out in the heat, hanging tall, staying hungry. They stack the odds until we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stops his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Rising up, straight to the top. At the guts, got the glory. Went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts his prey in the night. And he's watching us all. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the
That was The Hometown Boy, a march you've probably never heard before, but it's also one of those marches that's like, have I heard this before? Carl King, the composer, is just under John Phillips, who's sort of the Babe Ruth of marches. Carl King is that guy that might be not Barry Bonds, we don't want that. But he's just under that tier, and so a lot of his marches may seem familiar as we play them through the years. We've played quite a few of them. The second piece is sort of a request cloaked in that I couldn't find the exact piece that the person was looking for, but it's called Of Barges and Boats, and it is based on the Erie Canal, which is like, what, about 10 miles north of us, believe it or not, 12 miles north of us, and it's based on that old traditional folk song, I Got a Mule Underneath the Sail, 15 miles, or is it 16 miles? 15 miles on the Erie Canal. So that's what this piece is based on. It's called Of Barges and Boats. Before we play our final selection, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our 9 graduating seniors in band who are performing in their final school concert. This, by the way, is the last class of kids that I started when I was in the elementary school, so it's very bittersweet. First, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for staying with the program through thick and thin. It's my greatest hope to you guys that you continue, we were just talking about this backstage, that you continue to play your instruments one way or another. Now is not the time to stop. You know, playing a musical instrument can be a wonderful stress reliever. It can be fun, it can be silly, especially when you're with your friends and people that you know. Find a band, a marching band, a community band, the Batavia Concert Band, something. Come back and play in the pit if you can. And that would be wonderful too. But we want you to share your wonderful talents for the rest of your lives and your wonderful personalities with other people. So please, that's my first request. My other one is for you guys to pass on this great tradition. And some of you have parents and grandparents that have passed this on to you. I want you to pass it on to your own children. It's been, you know, let's not be in a hurry on that one, but 10, 15, 20 years from now, what I would like you to do is get your kids started on an instrument, okay? And then tell your parents out in the audience now that you need a night out, and tell your children that are just starting their instruments to give lots of mini concerts for Grandma and Grandpa, and that'll bring back some wonderful memories back to when we were in 4th and 5th grade. But those are the 2 things I really want you to do. Keep playing and have your own children. Pass it on. Seniors, I'm going to have you stand and remain standing as I call your name so that you can be recognized by our audience. Audience, if you know me, last year I got roped into emceeing the award ceremony. And, you know, I'm always trying to find a special way to make it memorable and everything. And I stumbled across this a long, long time ago, and I've become the slow clap guy here. So we're going to give these seniors, once we announce them, Oakfield, Alabama's greatest slow clap of all time. They'll help up here too. So in the flute section, we have the 3 Musketeers. Jasmine Dobson, please stand, Melissa Voltura, and Malia Yens. In the clarinet section, we have Samantha Lucky. In the saxophone section, we do not have John Cena. But we do have Trevor Meyer. In the trumpets, we have Eric Meyer, his older brother, Eric, and in the trombone section, Kyle Mott. Last but not least, certainly from our percussion section, the great Colin Graham and Kate List. So one time, while they're still standing, let's give them a really great slow clap. Do it. Oh, we gotta start over. Oh no. We're gonna go really slow. Can you guys, drummers, can we get these guys going? Just give us some hits, some slow hits, whatever you want to do. They'll follow, I promise. Do it. Go. Oh, that's better. Wonderful. Thank you, folks. Thank you to our team. And you guys can sing. Our final selection ties in nicely with the first two pieces. It uses a hymn as its center point. Wondrous is a programmatic piece that portrays a story from three small towns in Arkansas, Searcy, Judsonia, and Kensett. The fast sections pay tribute to the area's busy railroad past as several railroads cross the countryside. This eventually leads to a dissonant, which means sort of grinding, notes don't quite fit together kind of thing, and aleatoric. You're going to hear some things that have never happened before, even with us practicing it. It's a little bit different every time. Aleatoric event that depicts the havoc and destruction from a 1952 tornado that devastated the area, leaving 50 people dead. It was reported that the only building in town not damaged was the Methodist Church, which still stands today. This fact, along with the religious roots of the communities, led the composer to use the hauntingly beautiful melody, "What a Wondrous Love Is This," as the framework of Wondrous. According to the composer, Brant Carrick, the message is simple. Our time together on earth should be celebrated and revered with wondrous love for nature and humanity serving as our guiding light. We hope you enjoy our rendition of Wondrous.
It's time. I'm not prepared for this. These seniors were here when I first started. They were in 5th grade, and we've been through a lot together, and I have enjoyed working with them very much and getting to know your families and seeing how they've grown musically and in their lives. It's been a blessing to be part of their lives in this way. I'd like to take just a minute to introduce each of them. They wrote their favorite memory, and I just want to make sure that we have adequately thanked them and expressed, especially me, how much they've meant to Oakfield. Our first is our honorary member. Kate has made it into almost every yearbook picture we have. I don't know why she's not in chorus, but... So anyway, she can't sing, but she's been in every chorus picture. So Kate will be attending Rockport to major in forensic psychology. She's been in band for 4 years, and she's been in chorus as an honorary member for 4 years. The favorite song that she's played was from elementary school, Any Way You Want It. Her favorite musical memory is playing patty cake through the entire Beatles concert, and serving. messing around with the other drummers. Anything else you'd like me to read? My sock has been on the gong mallet for the past 6 years. It better stay. Kate List. Our next soprano in our next senior in the soprano section is Malia Yance. She's going to go to GCC to do some gen studies, get out of the way, and try to figure out what she wants to do while she's there. She's been in chorus for 6 years, string choir for 4 years. Her favorite song that we've sung is The Longest Time and Run to You we did today. Her favorite musical memory is dancing with Kylie during warm-ups and Jason being Jason. Malia Yance. Our next soprano is Jasmine Dodson. She's going to GCC, then transferring to Brockport to major in clinical psychology. She's been in chorus since elementary school for 9 years, swing choir for 4 years. Her favorite song is Run to You. Her favorite musical memory is she liked the karaoke we did before breaks, sharing a stand with Melissa for 9 years, and singing Run to You. Jasmine Dodson. Our last soprano is Melissa Voltura. She is going into the workforce. She has been in chorus for 8 years. She received the Golden Stand Award in elementary school. Does anybody remember that? Yeah. It was just a golden stand painted that had some names on it. The favorite song that she has sung is the Spider-Man theme song. Her favorite musical memory is any drama club memory, or when Mr. Bolton said, IKR smiley face for the 2 years straight in band. I had to ask him about that one. Anything else you'd like read? Philly and Boston were my favorite school trips, and the karaoke days we did before break, and cheesy potatoes. We'll have cheesy potatoes again. Melissa Voltura. On to our basses. Jason Dixon is going to GCC for his associates in chain supply management, and he'd like to become a youth group leader. He's been in chorus for 3 years, swing choir for 2 years, and participated in all county. He's also in his church choir. His favorite song that we have sung is If I Ever Fall in Love. They did that for the awards assembly last year. It was Jason in a small group. It's by Pentatonics. His favorite musical memory is being in the sound and singing in The Sound of Music. And he'd like to thank Mrs. Mallon for being an encouraging influence and always being willing to help with anything musical you would have grown. So I'm glad I got to work with you. Thank you so much. Jason Dixon. Trevor Meyer. He's going to Canisius College. He's been in chorus for 9 years, in swing choir for 3. He's also in his church's praise band. His favorite song that we sung was Baba Yetu. It's from a video game. His favorite musical memory is Christmas karaoke, and he'd like you to all to know that Seth's going to Niagara. Seth Sapale is going to Niagara University and majoring in nursing. He has been in chorus for 8 years. His favorite song that he sung is Psalm 150. His favorite musical memory is doing scat in Zat You, Santa Claus, with Michael. And he says, did you know that I'm going to Niagara? So just making sure. Just making sure. Our next bass / baritone / tenor is Colin Graham. He is going to aerospace engineering at Clarkson University. He is also the valedictorian of his class. Congratulations. He has been in chorus for 9 years and swing choir for 4 years, participated in Solo Festival and All County. His favorite song that he has sung is Run to You. His favorite musical memory is when Glenn walked out on Piano Man as a janitor. That was during the cabaret a couple years ago. And he also wants you to know that Seth's going to Niagara. Our next senior is Michael Adamczak. Michael has enlisted and he's going to be a diver in the Navy. He has been in chorus for 2 years and swing choir for 1 year. His favorite song that he's sung is Cinemania. It's a medley of movie music. His favorite musical memory is going over the top with Seth during scat in Zat You, Santa Claus. And I'm sure you know what his other comment is. Somebody's going to Niagara. Our tenor section, we have Eric Meyer. He's attending SUNY University at Buffalo for electrical engineering. He's been in chorus for 9 years, swing choir for 3 years, and he's also been in all-county band. His favorite song was Piano Man. His favorite musical memory was singing Piano Man and having the tables and chairs and having Mr. Waldron Glenn walk in during at the end of it. Anything else? I'd like to thank Mrs. Milam for everything that helps the chorus and helping us put on a great concert every year. It's you guys, so nice job. Thank you. Eric Meyer. Our next tenor is Noah Toll. He is going to GCC to get his associates in accounting, and then he will transfer to Brockport to get a degree in criminal justice. He's been in chorus for 8 years. He was in all county for 3 years. His favorite song, he doesn't really know, but he enjoyed the Beatles concert that we had. And his favorite musical memory is Back Row Shenanigans with Jordan and Kyle. Yeah. Noah Toll. Our last tenor is Kyle Mott. He's attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University as an Air Force ROT student. He's been in chorus for 9 years, swing choir for 4 years. He has participated in Solo Festival, All County, and this year he had the distinct opportunity to participate in All State. His favorite song that he sung was from All State, La Dante Kueri, right? Okay, good job. His favorite musical memory is Back Row Shenanigans with Noah and Jordan. And Seth's going to Niagara. A few more. Wow, our seniors. We are going to Samantha Lacey in our alto section. All right, Sam Lacey, she's joining the workforce. She's been in chorus for 6 years. Her favorite musical memory is all the times in class when we got close to finishing a piece for a concert and everyone's voices came together to make something beautiful. She wants the rest of the chorus to know she hopes that those who are going to be in chorus next year will have fun. Thank you, Samantha Lacey. Lindsay Walton in our alto section. She's going to attend St. John Fisher and major in biology. She's been in chorus for 9 years and she was in All County and elementary school. The favorite song she's sung is Stand Together or Luke's Arm Quay. Her favorite musical memory is going to Philadelphia and Boston and hanging out with Sam and the Milums. Thanks for hanging out with us. Anything else she'd like to be read? Thank you to my dad for coming to all the concerts since I've started. Thank you to Mrs. Milam for supporting me and keeping it real all these years. It's been a blast. It has. Thanks, Lindsay. Samantha Lucky. She is attending GCC for 1 year and then to SUNY Brockport to get a degree in physical education. She's been in chorus for 9 years. She participated in Solo Festival and All County. The favorite song that she sung is coming up in a few minutes. It's going to be Earth Song. Her favorite musical memory is Mrs. Milam trying to separate Lindsay and I, yet somehow we always end up next to each other in rehearsal and concerts. Samantha Lacey. And our last senior, not last, is Cassie Sturgeon. She's going to GCC to major in communications and media. She's been in chorus for 4 years. She doesn't really have a favorite song. She's loved them all. That's wonderful. Anything else she'd like to have read? I would like to thank my parents for being supportive and taking the time to drive me to the concerts. Love you guys so much. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Milam for giving me the best 4 years of chorus I could have had. Also, I'd like to thank my best friend Sam Lacey for being there every time I needed her. I'm going to miss you, Sam. Cassie Sturgeon. Thank you, seniors, again, for taking the time to do this. And we got a little insider information into you and where you're headed, and we wish you the absolute best. The song that they chose to sing, they sang in middle school with Mrs. Rogers. The student who wrote this song passed away at age 18 from bone cancer. His name was Zach Sobachek, and the song is called Clouds.
I needed way to climb and grab a hold of the edge. You were sitting there, holding a rope. Go up, 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 but I'll fly a little higher. Go up in the clouds, because the view's a little nicer. Up here, my dear, it won't be long now. It won't be long now. God, let's go, I never get my chance. Ready to live, and we ripped right out my hands. And maybe someday we'll take a little ride. Go up, 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 everything will be just fine. Go up, 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 but I'll fly a little higher. Go up in the clouds, because the view's a little nicer. Up here, my dear, it won't be long now. It won't be long now. I little bit more time. If only I had a little bit more time with you. We could go up, 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 but I'll take a little ride. We'll sit there holding hands, and everything will be just right. And maybe someday I'll see you again. We'll float up in the clouds, and we'll never see the end. We'll go up, 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 but I'll fly a little higher. Go up in the clouds, because the view's a little nicer. Up here, my dear, it won't be long now. It won't be long now. We could go up, 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 but I'll take a little ride. We'll sit there holding hands, and everything will be just fine. And maybe someday I'll see you again. We'll float up in the clouds, and we'll never see the end. We'll go up, 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 but I'll fly a little higher. Go up in the clouds, because the view's a little nicer. Up here, my dear, it won't be long now. It won't be long now.
Hopkins, right here. I want to take just a minute to thank Mrs. Hopkins. She is our aide in chorus, and she's more than an aide because she helps me and she helps the rest of the chorus, and she gives great criticism and advice. And I just wanted to thank you so much for all that you've done this year and just being there. And she said that we were going to make her cry in our concert tonight, and we tried. So, Mrs. Hopkins, thank you so much. We appreciate your help. All right, Mom, are you here? Did you see what song we're singing next? I did not pick it, just so that you know. I was a little obsessed with Backstreet Boys when I was their age, and she knows that my walls were posted with Backstreet Boys posters. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for our last song, and this one just came up. But we're going to do it a la Jimmy Fallon style, if you've seen his classroom instruments section that he's done. So we're going to do I Want It That Way with some extra instruments along. Our last song for tonight.
Soloist on Ain't No Sunshine, Trevor Mayer. Soloist in that one, Perfidia, is Kyle Mott. We had about 4 senior requests. We couldn't do them all. So this last one, the seniors claimed that they played this when they were in 7th grade or 8th grade. It's a little Justin Timberlake, Suit and Tie.
Thank you.